Here.
Alderman Guerin. Here. Alderman Losh. Here. Alderman Kimball.
Here.
We have a quorum. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
July 14th, 2026 have been approved. Approval of the July 2026 utility adjustments.
On the third property, when he took over that place that he had up there, he didn't have water or sewer, and it was put in as that, and I caught it when he took it. So we reimbursed him. Okay. Yeah. I looked at earlier, I was like, yeah, it was a big, and my daughter was trying to get my car to pay. It won't, I can't have my car for some reason.
I make a motion to approve the July 2026 financials. Utility adjustments. Wrong one. I am making a motion to approve the July 2026 utility adjustments.
A second.
Alderman Guerin makes a motion to approve the July 2026 utility adjustments. Alderman Campbell second the motion. Alderman Arledge.
Yes.
Alderman Campbell.
Yes.
Alderman Guerin.
Yes.
Alderman Losh.
Yes.
July 2026 utility adjustments are approved. Approval of the July 2026 financials.
That's what I thought.
And that's, the video came, you did that.
Yes. That piece just.
It all goes to its own fund. And I can go. Out of the grant fund.
Yes. Just making sure that that's.
Yes.
Okay. Like it makes sense that it would be that, but. I make a motion to approve the July 2026 financials.
I second.
Alderman Guerin makes a motion to approve the July 2026 financials. Alderman Losh second the motion. Alderman Arledge.
Yes.
Alderman Campbell.
Yes.
Alderman Guerin.
Yes.
Alderman Losh.
Yes.
The July 2026 financials are approved. Are there any public comments, sir?
Go ahead.
Okay, we have bill number 202626-010, an ordinance of the Board of Aldermen of the City of Sparta, Missouri, approving the tax levy for the 2026 tax year.
I make a motion to place bill number 202626-010 on its first reading by title and description only.
A second.
Alderman Guerin puts bill number 202626-010 on its first reading by title and description only. Alderman Campbell second the motion. Alderman Arledge.
Yes.
Alderman Campbell.
Yes.
Alderman Guerin.
Yes.
Alderman Losh.
Yes.
Bill number 202626-010, an ordinance of the Board of Aldermen of the City of Sparta, Missouri, approving the tax levy for the 2026 tax year.
I make a motion to put bill number 202626-010 on its second and final reading by title and description only.
I second.
Alderman Losh puts bill number 202626-010 on its second and final reading by title and description only. Alderman Guerin, second the motion. Alderman Arledge.
Yes.
Alderman Campbell.
Yes.
Alderman Guerin.
Yes.
Alderman Losh.
Yes.
Bill number 202626-010, an ordinance of the Board of Aldermen of the City of Sparta, Missouri, approving the tax levy for the 2026 tax year.
I make a motion to adopt bill number 2026-26-010. An ordinance of the Board of Aldermen, the City of Sparta, Missouri, approving the tax levy for the 2026 tax year.
I second.
Okay, Alderman Campbell makes a motion to adopt bill number 202626-010 by title and description only. Alderman Losh seconds the motion. Alderman Arledge.
Yes.
Alderman Guerin.
Yes.
Alderman Losh.
Yes.
Alderman Campbell.
Yes.
Bill number 202626-010 is hereby adopted. So for resolutions, we have resolution 2026-02, a resolution of the City of Sparta, Missouri, adopting the Christian County multi-jurisdictional hazard mitigation plan.
I make a motion to place resolution number 2026-02 on its first reading by title and description only.
I second.
Alderman Guerin puts resolution number 2026-002 on its first reading by title and description only. Alderman Losh second the motion. Alderman Arledge.
Yes.
Alderman Campbell.
Yes.
Alderman Guerin.
Yes.
Alderman Losh.
Yes.
Resolution 2026-02, a resolution of the City of Sparta, Missouri, adopting the Christian County multi-jurisdictional hazard mitigation plan. We do have our, I was asking Shauna because she's kind of our head person over the FEMA contact. So, yeah. Yeah.
Yes, it expires, yeah.
I make a motion to give the second and final reading of resolution number 2026-02 by title and description only.
Second.
Alderman Guerin puts resolution 2026-002 on its second and final reading by title and description only. Alderman Campbell second the motion. Alderman Arledge.
Yes.
Alderman Campbell.
Yes.
Alderman Guerin.
Yes.
Alderman Losh.
Yes.
Resolution 2026-02, a resolution of the City of Sparta, Missouri, adopting the Christian County multi-jurisdictional hazard mitigation plan.
I make a motion to adopt resolution 2026-02.
I second.
Alderman Losh makes a motion to adopt resolution 2026-002 by title and description only. Alderman Guerin second the motion. Alderman Arledge.
Yes.
Alderman Campbell.
Yes.
Alderman Guerin.
Yes.
Alderman Losh.
Yes.
Resolution number 2026-002 is hereby adopted. We have no ceremonial matters. We have the report from the.
Good evening, everyone.
Hello.
July. Thought it was going to be a hot month. Not as hot as this month, it seems like, does it?
Yeah.
Call for services last month compared to 2025. As you can see on my form that I filled out for you, I didn't complete it as of the end of the month. I did it on the 30th. I left for out of state on the 31st. So we had 350 calls for 2026. 52 citations were issued and 14 arrests were made for the month of July last year. We had a lot of training go on last month. Sergeant Usher was involved in a lot of training. The state has now passed a school resource officer program that you have to go through every year. So she spent a week at that conference. She took, MoDOT has the Traction Conference, which she's been going to for the last 2 or 3 years. She took several kids to the Traction Conference this year as well. It was close. It was here in Springfield, so it wasn't much of a drive or anything like that. But she took several kids to the Traction Conference. And then just the normal, her school resource officer conference that she goes to every year. So a lot of training last month. Homeland Security Task Force that we've been talking about, we're at the 65-day mark. Last one of the chiefs told me that it took about 60 days for their money to drop. We're should be pretty close to that, hoping pretty soon. As of today. The Blue Shield grant that we talked about last month, it has been submitted. We're just in the final process of them approving it and stamping it. And that will take effect October 1st, whenever their fiscal year rolls around. So once that fiscal year rolls around, we'll finish up that project. And then the only other thing was the National Night Out, which we had a lot of attendance for. I wasn't here, but it sounds like it went exceptionally well. Thank you for all of you who were involved, Parkwood guys and gals. Sounds like it was a great success, and we look forward to doing it again next year. Any questions for me? Thank you.
Thank you.
Can we have the report from Robert? Or, sorry, Angie.
We can both go at once. Yeah, like you said, National Night Out was a big success. It's the first one that I've been to, so I can't speak to attendance or the activities that we had, but nothing went wrong. That's all.
That's great. Was the movie a big hit? Did you guys have quite a few stay for the movie?
No, it was pretty much just us.
Yeah.
It was too late. Yeah, movie finished at like 10:45, so it's a little bit late.
Yeah, I figured it'd be kind of, late, but I was hoping with it not being a school night, but.
Yeah. I don't know. Some will start setting sooner, so if we do another one this year, that's going to be a little bit earlier.
Thank you.
Other news, we've got pad and plumbing out at the building park. So I don't know if you know anything else about this. And then we put out for bid the 2027 fireworks display. So we've got 2 people that are interested. One of them is nationally renowned. He's actually at a competition right now. He almost always gets first place at those things. So, pretty good guy. And I think that's it.
Perfect. Thank you. Robert?
So nothing new crazy this month on my end. We did do a couple more permits for the Millbrook Phase 5 over there, and I will add to his comments about the park. There is a pad there. All the underslab is, plumbing is in there. I actually met with White River today to organize electric to the building, which will be coming soon. They're hoping next week to start framing, and then trusses will be done the week after. So the ball should start rolling pretty quickly. So
Awesome. Thank you. Okay, there is no existing business, new business, discussion and approval to share costs with Christian County, MoDOT, and South Sparta Special Road District to repair Linden and 14E.
Hi, everybody.
Hello.
My name's Mike. I'm president of the Special Road District. That means everybody, the roads on that side of 14. We generally take care of them, but every once in a while we ask for help. Okay? I'm not asking for money yet. I was just gonna do a small thing and make it 14 and Lemon by the Chinese food place. When you come off 14, that's real narrow right there. Been cars in there, trucks in there, and I want to widen it. Okay? But there's some problems because there's several lines coming into right there. And it's going to be a lot bigger job than I thought or that I can handle. What we really need is an engineer to make plans for this thing. If the city would contribute the engineer, that would help us a lot. Because there's several pipes in there and you can't just widen it because there's other lines coming in. It'd be a huge thing to fix that intersection. I've seen many cars go off and trucks and stuff. I thought it was going to be a simple job, but it's not. And so I'm not asking any money or anything like it, but if you'd consider letting us use your engineer to do that job, city paying him, but he may be so busy that he can't. That would be a nice contribution to the city if they could help. I mean, it's in the city limits. My whole purpose of being on a special road district is to get some good roads inside the city limits. That's really the only reason I'm there, is to help the city. And we've done quite a few things already this year. Discuss that, and I know your engineer's probably overwhelmed, but if we could, let me know or something.
So right now, you're just asking that the city fund the engineer to come in and make the plans for you guys, and then you guys could financially afford to do what needs to be done, you think?
I don't know.
Okay.
I may have to come back and ask for money. Used to be, when I worked for the city took care of everything. Both sides of the road, there was the city limits, you know. But now, the city don't want to do nothing on that side. Okay, well, that's the way it's supposed to be. That project is our problem, the specialist problem. But if the city wants to contribute, that would help. I don't think we could do it without help. Right down there, if anybody needs me, kind of a safety thing. I've seen so many cars go off, and you've all been over that intersection, you know. Thank you very much.
I don't mind having our engineer, if the board would approve, to go and look at it. But as far as coming up with a design and stuff, I don't know, at what level he could do that. But I mean,
Well, when I called some concrete companies and some people and builders and things, pre-stressed concrete and different things, and they all wanted a description. How big, how many feet, and if I had an engineering plan, I could give it right to them and they could bid on it. I ain't got a clue.
yeah, my biggest thing, and of course the engineer will be able to tell us, my biggest thing is, right there where the water comes down Linden anyway, we're gonna have to be very, very careful not to make that water back up.
Yes,
Go ahead and run it.
that's right.
Because that's a problem area anyway.
Yeah. It doesn't really have a problem flowing, because one of them's like a big 4-foot whistle of a culvert, and the other one's this big. There's really not been much trouble of them backing up.
Right.
It's, the road's just too narrow.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is we'll have to be real careful not to make.
Yeah, oh yeah, it's a real tricky deal, because there's a main water line right there, a big cast iron, and it can be hit real easily. If you've got any questions, I'll be glad to show you or come by and tell me or whatever I can do. I'm just trying to help the city. But if the county will pay for it, that's even better.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, and I know that we have reached out to county to see, kind of where they stand on helping with that as well.
Well, the county, when I say the county, that's the road district.
Yeah.
Okay. We get our money from the county,
Right. Yeah, and I think that's what we had reached out about.
but the city's helped us on several major projects before. I'm sorry I stuttered.
Hey, that's okay.
And thank you all very much.
You're welcome, Mike. Yeah. Is that something we can just have, look at?
We ask you to look at it and then.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thinking what it would, or what they would have to do.
I'll send Andy an email.
Yeah, so just ask if you can look at, and then, and then to give us a price on what it would be to come up with a solution, yes, and then we can bring that back. Yeah.
Yes, he left.
He's told me today that would not involve MoDOT.
So it would involve MoDOT for sure. We would have to have at least permitting through MoDOT.
That's what. I tried to today, he goes, no, it's past the easement, and I'm like, no, it's like.
25 foot off the edge of the road is the easement, so it's in the
It's in
easement.
there.
Not only would we have to have permitting, but we have to have permission to do that because it may flood the waterways closer to the highway and this and that. I think there's a simple solution of just expanding it west and expanding the culverts with it, the same size, just expanding it all west a little bit, because east you do have 4-inch water line running up and down the ditch that crosses the highway there right at the intersection. So if we went west towards Casey's, that wouldn't mess with any of the water lines. You could just simply extend the culverts that are there now, put road topping over the top, and it would be twice as wide, or however much wider you want it.
When I send the email, I'm gonna copy you in and have you meet with Andy out there, because you know where all the lines and
Yes.
stuff are. Then that way it simplifies it better. Okay.
Sounds like a good plan.
Okay. Good team. Just pass.
Yeah. Okay, so the next thing on the agenda is discussion and approval to sell the wastewater treatment plant F250 for $35,000 to Corwin Ford and purchase a 2015 Chevy 2500 with a utility bed for $21,950 from Super Car Works Trucks in Springfield, Missouri.
So please don't laugh at me right off the bat. I do realize we are going from a 2022 to a 2015. But, so here's a couple of things. So a work truck bed would be very valuable to us, not only in water, street, but sewer as well. We go on a call, whether it be an emergency or not. We get out to the job site, we're digging up pipe, we're replacing pieces on a lift station, and we get there, we figure out what the problem is. We have to run back to the shop to grab the part we need and come back. 9 times out of 10, not the correct size. We have to run back to get the next size up or the next size down, and then it's back. And an emergency situation where we have water leaking out of the ground, time is of the essence. So I thought here in this deal that I've kind of went through with Misty, Corwin has offered us $35,000 as the truck sits dirty and with stickers on it, which is like $13,000 more than what we paid for it 4 years ago. So it's yes, sorry. Than what we paid for it 4 years ago, which is, to me, an incredible offer. So that particular truck that we're looking to get rid of is the truck that does not have the snowplow or the salt spreader on it. The difference in the two F-250s is about 8,000 miles, so not much different. So the F-250 we plan to keep has all the snowplow accessories and the attachment for the salt spreader and all that good stuff. So we wouldn't be trying to replace any of those things that we use every winter. But in this deal, we could put money in the bank and also give us a truck that is more practical to what we do every day. Not saying that the 22 is anything wrong with it. It's actually in like mint condition, but it's frustrating. We use a lot of power tools. We throw them in the back of the truck. Every evening, we have to make sure we have enough time at the end of the day to get all those tools out of the truck and back in the building in case it rains or whatever the case may be. If it's too cold or too hot, everything has to go back in the building when it could just stay in a truck where we could utilize it at any time. So we went and looked at a couple places in Springfield off Sailor Street, one of them being the Supercars work trucks and the other one being Wheeler Auto. Wheeler had some better looking trucks, some newer trucks, less miles, but they were $40,000, $50,000. I mean, way out of the price range. So the deal was with Misty, we didn't want to spend any money out the door. You know, so we could have went and got a brand new or even a used utility bed and put it on one of the F-250s. But then you have to think about wiring and painting to make it match what we have, or you're going to end up with something that looks kind of hillbilly running down the road, two different colors. So this was my thoughts. I ran it through Misty. Misty said, let's talk about it. So here we are today. Just if you have any questions for me about either truck, I think you guys have some pictures there of what the truck looks like and all the ins and outs. The price is $21,970, I believe, and it's got 118,000 miles on it. The day we drove it, we drove a 2017 identical to it. We also drove two other 2015s that were two-wheel drive. This one by far drove the best. The worst driving one was the newer one. So this truck in particular, the new truck that we're looking at, it is a natural gas engine. So I was asking a lot of questions to both of the dealerships about that particular motor because I don't know much about the gas and natural gas motors. He explained it to me that if you cut both blocks in half, the natural gas burns cleaner so you wouldn't be full of carbon buildup, whereas the gas, if you cut the block in half, it would be black and full of carbon buildup. So he said this motor ran with natural gas is going to hold better and withstand longer than something that's just ran gas through it. Now, natural gas is not at our disposal here in Sparta. The only place to actually get natural gas to use in this truck would be the airport in Springfield. Only place locally to get it. So I spoke with the work cars and Super Trucks place, and they said that they would be willing, if we paid this price, to remove the natural gas portion of the motor. So we would no longer have that portion. So as it sits now, it's like a big box thing that sits in the bed of the truck. They would just remove that, and nothing else would have to go into it. It would come off all for this price. They said they would be willing to work on the price a little bit, or they would take the natural gas out of it. And in my opinion, we would opt for the natural gas to come off of it. And then you're left with a super clean truck that's got 118,000. So, any questions on that?
Have you looked at any other options as far as putting a utility bed on this truck?
I haven't looked into it too much, so I've been looking for used ones, and I'm not having much luck finding a used one that doesn't need just a ton of work. I have found some new ones, and they have quoted me in the ballpark of 15 to 20,000 to get it on, get it wired, and get it painted.
I just called Bus Andrews this afternoon, and they said they would put a utility bed on that. They would take this bed off and put a new bed on it and paint it the same color as the truck for around $11,000.
So the only reason I did it this way is that way I was told we can't spend any money out of pocket. We don't want to put money into this. So that's why I brought it to you the way it is. So that way we aren't out any money, but it is more practical for us in the long run. If you guys are open to spending that kind of money to put on a utility bed, I'm not opposed. I would prefer the 22 and the more accommodations that it has compared to the 15. But this was a better deal. It still runs really well compared to what we have now. So,
You know they don't have a good review.
Who?
Cars.
So from what I understand, they've changed owners several times in the last 2 years, so I don't know anything about the current owners. Are you familiar with Mueller, which is like a half a block down the road?
Wheelers.
Yes, yeah. So I spoke with him about that truck specifically, and I guess he had